It's me. We're back. Another quiet morning of adventuring with Klaus. As usual. I wouldn't have it any other way. There have been some early rumblings about the next update or future updates coming along to this. They've been talking about expanding the existing roles and potentially adding new property options, including ways for posses and posse members to have a piece of the action. They could rent a room inside a larger property or something like that. So it sounds like they're gearing up to perhaps be coming out with something new in the next few months. So I'd better keep that streak going, keep getting that challenge gold. You never know when I'm gonna need it. That, and I just want to spend time with Klaus, really. So we can ride some distance, that'll be good and easy. In fact, we could ride up to the Moonshine Shack there, perhaps. Let's get Klaus in. Good morning, and welcome. Hello, and welcome. I'm being very repetitive now. Stop saying everything that I say. Oh, I'll keep streaking. Don't you worry. Don't really want to get involved in that just yet, especially if this gentleman is hoping to. You enjoy. Let's get a waypoint going. Well, maybe he's not going for it either. Rusty boy, come on. Do your job. He's probably saying the same thing to me. That's fair enough. Alright. Get after it, Klaus. Got places to be. Hello. And one arm wave to the side. In response. You're trying to imagine the pain of naked horseback riding. Well, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you try to imagine this? I see where you're going with it now. No, I've got it. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. It's true. I did bring up the streaking. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Should be more careful with my choice of words. Whoa, where are you going, Klaus? He had a decision to make there. What is this? What is this? Winding back on itself. I think I'm gonna briefly take over here. He's getting confused by all these bridges. Let's just go up this way. You follow the tracks. We'll go up this way. There you go. We'll figure it out. There. Thieves' Landing and all of its various under and overpasses can get a little confusing. I understand, Klaus. You did your best. Alright, so there's my mile. Taken care of. And a streak preserved. I will take it. Howdy! Glad you made it. And glad you got a little time to play. It's always a good day. I suppose that's what I can expect when I'm treating my poor horse, who only has access to what his eyes and ears can tell him. I'm saying, hey, take me to the Moonshine Shack, several miles away from memory, and I imagine he does not have access to the map. So it's actually very impressive that he's figuring it out at all, but yeah, a little confused there. He's got a lantern attached to the front of him, but I haven't figured out how to attach a full game map to his harness just yet. Alright, let's run in here for 2 minutes. For a knee-slapping good time. Get your knees ready. We're gonna be slapping them.
There.
Miss Maggie, a pleasure to see you as always. Can I get you some water? No? You're good? Okay. Just checking.
Anything else you need?
Don't want you to be dehydrated later. You know how Marcel gets when you're dehydrated. Oh, of course your papa would be proud of you, Marcel. Okay, let's play with the band.
Nice to see an exception.
What haven't we played before? Bass? Let's play bass. Get something funky going. Oh, that is funky. Yeah, just this. I don't need any accompaniment. This is fine. Won't count for the challenge without accompaniment, but yeah. Alright, everybody now. I need 2 minutes of your time.
Okay, boys. Just like always.
Oh, it's not quite the Star Wars Cantina song, but it's something. Little kick maneuver there. That's patented. Oh my. Are those corgis? Corgis bursting from the chat? Do mine eyes deceive me? Washboard solo. You demand French num-nums. I would invite you to check your num-nums menu. Though I don't mean to spoil the surprise. Oh, you sent it. Maybe it's not showing up in this, this chat. Which would be a crying shame. Let me see here.
We're good, huh?
I can't tell if I got the thing. I've been searching this other menu. Let's check. Yes, played with the band for 2 minutes. There it is. I'm seeing it now. Or perhaps I should say I am seeing it now. It's actually really hard to do French when you haven't directly heard Marcel before. But I shall do my best. I shall attempt to maintain some sort of French as I get my sip of coffee. This is my plan. Otherwise, you have just wasted 500 of your num-nums for no reason. And this I cannot stand. As long as it's French roast. You made me make noises with my mouth lips. Oh, that is good. Oh, now he's just dumped it all over the floor. You brute. Double the French, yes, at least, is what you deserve. I'm so sorry, I'm not sure how I missed the first one. Definitely saw the second. Oh, let us spend some time conversing with Marcel. We will double down on the French. That is a lovely neckerchief you wear, my friend. Maybe not quite that much. Dial it back. Dial it back about 15%. Marcel, it is a pleasure to see you. Marcel, you look as handsome as a morning dove, gently accentuated by the dew. Alright, let's get out of here.
Good to see you.
Okay, what else can we do here? What else is within our grasp? I may have 5 feathers, if I can find someone to sell them to, like a butcher in Blackwater. Elsewise, it appears to be mostly collectibles today. I don't think I have any strong moonshine. Let me check his menu, though. I think I started that strong moonshine batch, like, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and I don't think I ever returned to actually sell it, which is a huge mistake.
By the way,
Let's see if it's still active.
we have some fresh customer.
I do have 20 out of 20. Let's see if there's a buyer for it. Yes, there is a buyer for it. Let's go. Let's go for it.
Hello,
That'll be a
mon
nice
ami.
capper.
We have our work ahead of us today. This batch is some of my very finest work, and we are setting some of our very finest prices, yes? So,
Very finest
you are
prices
not
meaning
a driver,
low?
you are
Low
mother
prices?
Carrying a precious child to market. And watch out for revenue agents.
I will. I will watch out, Marcel. You have my word. If I see any revenue agents, I'll direct them right to you. That may not be what he meant. Deliver it to the shack. Well, all right. I'll try. Hopefully this will be a relatively peaceful run, but who knows? Sometimes they ambush you. Sometimes it's easy breezy. Never know what you're gonna get. cinematic here so I can keep the chat running. I neglected to grab my laptop, so I'm just on the phone with you here. I hope I'm not missing messages as I go dark on and off from incompetence and laziness. Aha, here's a checkpoint, I suppose. Sometimes they make you stop at these, and sometimes they wave you through. They're waving me through. I really don't know why. I'm clearly hauling shine here. You can hear the clanks of my many XXX marked bottles from a mile away, at least. Not to mention the fact that everything about my facial appearance, screams moonshiner. My facial appearance, what does that even mean? He's got a slightly spherical quality to his face, you know, a bit of an appearance. I don't know. I'm not Shakespeare. I don't know how to make up words. Oh, not the rock. Not on the rock. Don't kill the horses on the rock. Okay, we're fine. We made it. Here's your moonshine. You enjoy. Bit of a reckless parking job there. But $247 and 1,293 experience up. I will happily take it from my collection of experience. Oh yes. Horses on the rocks. As opposed to horses neat. A train just pulling into rigs. Let's see if we can get over there and check for a tarot card before it peels away and catch a glimpse. Catch a glimpse with our ears of it peeling away. There it is. Let's see, there's the tarot card. Train is just pulling out. Ooh, careful. There we go. I don't want the chewing tobacco there. I want the card. I want to catch the train before it hits the bridge. Ah ha ha. Who knows if I'm going to make it? Doink, right before. Like literally at the last possible second. Thank you, Klaus. I really appreciate that. I love you, Klaus. Take care of yourself. There's carrots in the saddlebags. Limitless carrots, really. Unless you get very hungry. And then they're limited carrots. Why, hello, welcome. Welcome to the party. catch another break at the station here. Oh, I'm a little bit far back on the train, though. There we go. Let me see if I can catch up to this thing. If there's anything here today. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Nope, not active. Oh well. Let's hope we still have time. Oh. A cow caught me. On the cow catcher. There we go. Not too fast yet. So this is taking us not that way up to Valentine. That would go north around the map. It's taking us south to Rhodes, it appears. Never sure when a train gets to Flatneck which direction it's going to go. I have no idea what decides that. But this is lovely. Head down to Rhodes. We'll get a nice scenic view of Flatneck. Or Flatiron, not Flatneck. I'm just thinking about violent things, apparently. It's always weird, there's like a little rumbling you get with the train, and when I'm not concentrating on it, I'm like, yeah, that's the normal train rumbling. When I look away for a while or whatever and then come back to it, I'm like, is that a collectible? Because it's vibrating at about the same speed a collectible would. But it never is. It's always just a disappointment. I hope eventually there's more you can do on trains. There was some early talk when they were talking about the online aspect of this, of going down sort of a... I forget what the name of it is. There's like a television show about competing train companies on HBO or something. It's like Hell on Wheels, maybe? And they were talking about having that be a way that the online component may go eventually. You could own a train company and have train deliveries of your supplies, like much larger deliveries that could be interfered with by other players or not. And that just sounds fantastic. But what I want, because that pathway leads me instantly to it, is there's an even older television show with Robert Conrad, I want to say, called The Wild Wild West, where he and his gentleman's gentleman, his partner of sorts, would ride around in a train that they just owned. It was like one caboose. Hello, sir. Welcome to the train. It was like one caboose attached to an engine that had all of these gadgets and things, and it was like a house with a bar, and they would just go all the way around the west. All the way around the west, you know, like that's possible. Helping people out and doing things, and oh no, he's fallen and been crushed. You okay? I don't know if he's getting back up. I'm sorry for your loss. Anyway, so what I really want to see is that I want you to be able to call in a train like you can call in a horse, and it just like appears on the tracks, and it's your own personal house and weapons locker and all of that. I want to say Robert Conrad, but I may be losing my mind. It could be someone completely different. I know there was a more recent movie with Will Smith in the role. So I'm likely getting the old actor wrong. Not old meaning old, but chronologically. Alright, we've arrived in Rhodes. Oh, I was gonna get off the other way, but then Klaus will just be... Oh, he's already done it. He saw me going off the other way, and he was like, fine, I'll just leave. I'm sorry, Klaus. It's not my intention to, hurt your feelings so. Oh, did he? I'm incredibly sorry to hear that. The chat is informing me that it is Robert Conrad and that he just passed away this month, strangely. And I'm terribly sorry. I loved that show dearly in my younger days. Him and Artemis. I used to call almost everything that needed a name, like dogs in Fable and stuff. I used to call them all Artemis, off of Artemis Gordon. He was like my favorite, because he had slightly less of a swarthy Captain Kirk type quality to him. It was more of an intellectual support system for everyone, and I appreciated that, even as a child. So I am feeling something buzzing down here. I'm guessing it may be back down in the... What an entrance. I'm guessing it may be back in the area where we found that goat hair brush last time. Which, as we established, is a brush for brushing goats, and not made out of. Huh. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I'm still feeling it. I picked up the jewelry. I did not have a slot for this rosewood hairbrush, so regrettably I will have to leave it. But then I was like, why is it still buzzing? It's quite obvious, really, with a moment's thought. If only I had Artemis Gordon here to intellectually guide me. So, I don't know if we'll have time for much else. Let me run up briefly to the fence here, just outside town. Past the hanging tree. Can't forget that. Ah, good. Wise to run past the hanging tree today. Just today, really. I wouldn't suggest making a habit of running past the hanging tree, because who knows, it just increases your risk of hanging by too much, in my opinion. Okay, so those are the outbuildings. This must be the fence camp. Yes. Let me check his stock briefly. Make sure there's no,
Long time no see, stranger. Got anything good
thank
for
you.
me by any chance? All right,
Make sure
then.
there's no
That'd be good.
new unique
We
weapons
got
in
deep
his,
enough for this
stock.
thing By the looks of it. Ain't this
I'm sorry I keep
special?
ending my sentences halfway through. Or rather, I'm sorry I'm starting my sentences in the middle of game characters' sentences. And overlapping. And I didn't even check. I sold to him, but I did not check his stock.
Second mind about something?
So sorry. Let's see, just in case. Lance knife is something I have not yet bought. That was like a moonshiner weapon that unlocked. I don't think there's anything else. I like to try to keep all the
Everyone, bye now.
fence weapons. I don't necessarily have all of the gunsmith weapons in my inventory, in my arsenal just yet. I have been keeping myself well, Josiah Trelawney, and I hope the same for you. Give my best to your family, and I'm going to steal from you. as a sort of aside. But mostly the family thing. Give my best. All right. Stolen Josiah's money. I think that's about all we can do for today. To feel accomplished. And boy, do I ever. I had better scamper off to find some caffeine. Much like Klaus is scampering towards me now. And get to my desk here. But we will be back in the lovely verdant fields of Rhodes next time. With the distant snowy mountains. Uh-oh. Someone's redeeming McNumnums? I can't leave if someone's redeeming McNumnums. All right, we will save it for next time. I do hope you have a lovely day. I hope you have a lovely day. A lovely day. Can't get it. Can't get the day quite right. I hope that you have a lovely day. That's very, very weird. I don't know why day is so troublesome in Scottish. All right. Goodbye for now. Thank you for bearing with me here. And one more gentle wave for the road. I will see you next time.